Hey guys, let's start. Myra is the stance character in Joltt Battle Pillars. She has 4 stances: blue, green, red, and gold. Uh, when you activate any of these stands, you'll see 5 orbs next to her super meter. I assume everything consumes 1 orb unless stated otherwise. Remember, even when you're low on orbs in one color, you can summon the same color again to refill the orbs. Like I'm throwing this. I have only three blue orbs left, and oh, sorry, I can recharge blue again by pressing A. Um, all right, so let's go. Well, speak of the devil. Let's talk about blue. Blue stance is based on movement. I think of it as the sky stance because the sky is blue and the sky is up there in the sky, up there in the sky. Okay, uh, this one is tricky because it can work against you if you don't know how to use it well. This stance is very good to measure your opponent's actions and study their habits. Um, First, to equip it, you have to press down A or just A if nothing is equipped. So yeah, like I said, uh, if you have green, you go to blue by pressing down A. And if you have, yeah, you can even span transforming into the same stance over and over again. But of course, you're gonna be super vulnerable. Yeah. So while on her pillar, she only has access to 1 projectile by pressing B, meaning by standing on the ground. So if you press B, you can only press. This is the only thing you can press. All right. So let's go back to blue. Um, it's slow and it can take the enemy by surprise if you've been attacking from the air or with any other stances. Her main arsenal in blue is when she's airborne. You have access to a second jump when you press A, meaning you jump, you press A. All right. So yeah, I think you guys can see my controller uh, in the lower middle part of the screen. So yeah, so you know what I'm pressing. This is A, B, C, and D. All right, let's go back to blue. All right. So no matter the jump, it can be a short hop, and you see short hop. You can do the double jump. You can do a regular jump by holding up, and then A. All right, and then or a super jump. You can press the down up. You see, you you have a super jump, and even the sound of the jump itself will let you know what kind of jump is it. See, and the little dust coming out of her shoes. That's a super jump. And even after the super jump, you can get more high, even more height with her. You can really maneuver very well by pressing A. It's a really useful stance, and it can get you out of pinch. And yeah, of course, it consumes 1 orb. It's not like you're gonna have infinite jumps. Yeah, so be careful. Be careful by managing that resource. Um, so yeah. Um, so while in the air, you can press B. You can press C, depending on the angle that you want to cover. B is for horizontal angle, and C is for diagonal angle down towards the opponent's pillar. While casting that spell, Myra floats in place a little bit. I've noticed that for this one, yeah, she floats like a little bit. It's very subtle. Um, so you get a little bit of you break a little bit of the opponent's rhythm by doing that. By the way, while also and this one doesn't consume any resource at all, is you have a quick drop. So I'm gonna do a super jump, and then I'm pressing down. So I'm gonna do a super jump and not pressing anything, so you guys can see. You see? Whoop, whoop, and I'm going down. Yeah, this one doesn't consume anything. You can only use it while blue. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, but yeah, of course. You can see everything on the right side of the screen. But I want to do a detailed explanation of everything. This one is very good. You can do that after a super jump, and then whoop. Can you see the combo? I'm going blue, super jump, then double jump, and then attack and drop. So super jump, double jump, attack, drop. So it's this is the most versatile um, stance that she has. It's really fun. It's very limited on the ground, of course, but when you're in the air, you're a beast. Blue, uh, I think this is my favorite stance out of all of them, because this is the first one. Normally I start my matches with blue. If I'm starting like this, 0 to 0, and I don't know my opponent, I like to start on blue, right? And then when I get my if I get a little if I get to know my opponent a little more, all right, you're gonna see that I'm gonna start on green, and but we're gonna go to green later. We're not done with blue. All right, so so all of these attacks, like this one and this one, you can do it anytime during the air. And I think except during a quick drop. Let me see. Yeah, during a quick drop you can't do anything, which is fair. Fair. The quick drop is a defensive maneuver. All right. So yeah. So we got we got our we got our B attack. Sorry, we got our B attack on the ground. We got our B attack on in the air, and we got our C attack on the air. All right, and of course our double jump at any point. All right. So like I said, we were going to green. All right, let's go to the green stance. Green stance is my. I gotta say my. I know I'm going through the order, but green is my second favorite because I like parrying. And yes, green stance is what I like to call her mirror stance. Uh, Here she's all about reacting to her opponent's action. So this is what I was saying. First, you get to study your opponent with blue, and then you get your exam with green. You're testing the opponent with green. All right. So um, remember those those reads I told you about the blue stance. You gotta be able to read your opponent and use. Now your reaction is gonna turn into something more aggressive. First you were just dodging, and now you're gonna be like, if you were a boxer, you're gonna be a counter puncher right now. All right. So her A attack, this one, as you can see, it doesn't have any projectile, but it's because uh it's it, it's like a parry, but you can shoot projectiles back into the opponent in a horizontal direction. By the way, it's a really fun button, but you got to be sure how to use it. This one, like I said, a horizontal direction. So anything that comes toward you, no matter what angle, it can be diagonal, it can be horizontal. You're always gonna shoot it back horizontal. All right. So um, now her C. Let me reload. Her C is the same, you see, but the animation is a little different. I'm sorry. You see, this one she spins, and this one she just spins the sword. She spins herself, and she spins the sword here. All right. So this one, no matter the angle where you received the opponent's projectile, you're gonna throw this back in a horizontal, in a diagonal skywards position, skywards angle. Yeah. So I can't really show it from here because I don't have anybody else to do it. So, but just take my word for it. This is a beginner's guide. All right. So this is shoot it back. You're gonna shoot it back horizontal with C, and with A, you're gonna shoot it back horizontally. All right. Now her green, her green B. Now this one is a regular fireball, just like with blue. Is this one, you see, it's a little slower. This one is a little faster. All right. So it's a, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. It's so you're not completely uh, out of out of aggressive, out of offensive options while you're in green stance. Now, now she also has a barrier that you can summon. This one is a little bit different. This one, it would you press forward B. Yeah, you press forward B with this, and this one neutralizes the opponent's um the opponent's projectile and shoots a projectile of your own. Now the difference between parrying this normally and this normally is that you're gonna shoot your opponent's projectile back at the same speed where you were getting it. So if your opponent is shooting a slow speed projectile, you're gonna give it back in a slow motion again, which might give the opponent time to react. But this one, as you can see, this one is really fast. Now the problem with this one, and wait, where's my okay, yeah, sorry. The problem with this one is that it takes two green balls out of your resources. But yeah, look how fast that fireball is. That green fireball is. It's really good. It's really good. Now, yeah, she can also press C in the air, and you get the same fireball as blue C. You see? Yeah, which I think is a little slower. This one's fast. This one's a little slower. So yeah, it's up to you. So the best stances to study the opponent are blue and green. Um, yeah, and yeah, since it's a bit slow, I like to call this green fireball from a super jump. So I jump. Sorry, I do super jump, and it gives me time to land while the opponent is trying to react to that fireball. All right, now, this, when we think of color red, we think of violence, passion, blood, and anger. This is exactly what you're gonna get from this stance. You get the most oppressive projectiles in this stance. This is when your opponent is already respecting you, and it's the one that I normally use when I am confident that only using my regular movement and my regular jump, my regular super jump, and my regular short hop is enough. So I don't need the help of blue and green to back me up. This is only me. This is her. I think this would be her default stance if she wasn't a stance character. This is what I think. I don't know what the developer thinks. All right. So her A is a very interesting move. She shoots a fireball in a curved trajectory while also propelling her upwards at the same height as a regular jump. So you can use this one also to react to the opponent, but this one is way, way more aggressive than whatever's going on in green. So look at it. And I like to do this one a lot for opponents that like to stay in that like to shoot and jump right away. So if somebody shoots you with a, oh sorry, if somebody shoots you, I was getting excited. If somebody shoots you with a uh, with a fireball, and then they jumps right away like as a visceral reaction, you can take advantage uh, of that physical of that bad habit and shoot this one. I use this one a lot, and it only spends one one ball. It's really fun. I've won a lot of matches with this one. And sometimes only this one. Now her B, while in red, of course, is a fireball in the same style as blue B and green B. But as you can see, this one's faster. So we'll go blue. You see the speed. Green. Look at the speed. Red. Look at the speed. It's really good. Really good. I really like this one. This one is not my favorite stance, but I think is the stance that I used to finish the match. Um, yeah. So now her red forward A is the same as her red A, but instead the fireball reaches higher. Like, look at this, look at this. I'm pressing only A, and now I'm pressing forward A. You see? So this one can be used for those. That there are characters that can float or that can stay in the air for a long time, and they can shoot you, shoot you, jump, and then stay in the air. And then for that situation, you use this. I'm telling you, man, this is the best character. uh, I mean, in my opinion, I haven't tried the other characters for a long time, only a little bit. Um, but I really like how versatile. I really like how expressive you can be with this character. Now, um, now, but this is what you came for here when you turn red. Her red forward B is the most powerful weapon in her arsenal. It's a super projectile that takes a while to summon, but once in flight, it's unstoppable. It eats other projectiles, and the sheer size makes the opponent nervous. Use it well, all right? This consumes two orbs, though. I like to use the other attacks three times first and use the remaining orbs for a secure knockdown. So like for example, I like to throw this one. The opponent jumps, and while the opponent is jumping, boom! I throw this thing. Yeah, I love this one. I love this attack. I use it a lot. Look at that. Look at that. This is the thing. Now, unfortunately, red has no air attacks. So if you jump, you can't you can counter while in the air. This one is a very particular stance because of that. But it is the total opposite of blue. Because in what kind of the total opposite, because still in blue you have a fireball while while on the ground. But this red is only powers on the ground. Now. All right, all right. To finish up, gold. You can only use gold when your super meter is full. You press D to summon her gold stance, and here you have the best of all three stances together. So let's say we press A. This is the same thing that red A gives you. Like, you see, red A. All right. So gold B is every other B, like blue B, green B, and red B. And now gold B is super fast. It's extremely fast. This is when you really want to knock out somebody. But of course, it's a regular projectile. It can collide with other projectiles, and it can be destroyed with a super projectile. So you gotta be. Uh, this is the one that you are shooting it at an opponent that is trying to wait for something, but it might not have the the reaction time to uh, to really do something about it. Look at that thing. Okay, let's go back. Now, um, same as her gold sea being the same as the red sea, but again faster. Like, see, whoa! Ah, yeah, I forgot to say. Yeah, this is a red sea. I forgot to tell you this. Yeah, this is red sea. Um, I like to uh, interplay these two together. But yeah, let's go back to gold. Let's go back to gold. Um, all right. Now, forward gold A is the same as forward red A, but faster. As you can see, this is a lot of red, a lot of red into gold. But yeah, there's a point to it. Now, forward B is the same as red B, but quicker to summon. You see? Let's go red, takes her time, and gold, a lot faster. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, like I said, she has the best of all stances here. She has uh he has she has a double jump here. Again, like in blue. Let's go back to gold. Um her air B is a quick horizontal fireball, and air C is again uh, see, horizontal, diagonal. Yeah, so this is what we're doing in blue regularly. So you have all of them together. You become the ultimate fighter once you turn gold. Now, notice that when you're in red, blue, or green, you're limited in your fireballs. But when you're gold, you have access to heavy machine gun style. Even in the air, you can use these projectiles, bearing the big one, of course, in quick succession. So let's say I do a super jump, and I can shoot them like crazy. I love this stance. Yeah, this one you become a beast. Of course, once all five attacks get used, like this one, you use two balls, and this one you use one. But once you use all of them, your gold stance has to be refilled, of course. But I love this one. You turn into a fucking beast. I'm sorry, excuse my French. Now, so yeah, this is it for Myra. She's my favorite character. From the first time I saw her, I loved. I love her simple but effective design, visual design. I like her complexity. This is a very easy to learn game, but this is like hard mode in this game, because other characters don't have these stances. Of course, other characters have different mechanics that make those characters also difficult in their own way. But um, I suspect Myra is gonna be uh, everybody's main, or a lot of people's mains, because of her great design. Now, yeah, go. This is it. Go put in practice what you've learned and have fun.